Hey friends, David Shirey here with another edition of Viewer Mail Friday. And let's kick it off with Brian from Newcastle, Pennsylvania. And Brian asked me, David, how do you deal with abusive clients? Now, let's make a distinction here, Brian. It's a great question. There's a difference between abusive clients and difficult clients. You know, difficult clients are the ones that call you every single day and ask for more all the time and have to know every little factoid in detail and really put you through the ringer and make it, you know, when you see their name come up on the caller ID, you're like, ugh. But yet they're the ones that keep the ball rolling, and they're a valued client, and you just have to deal with difficult clients. Abusive clients, that's a whole nother ball game. You know, I've always instructed my sales team that when you deal with people that are dropping F-bombs and racist and other type of comments, you don't need that kind of business. You don't need that kind of business. There's only so many hours in a day. There's only so many days in a week. There's only so many weeks in a lifetime. You don't need anybody to steal your joy and have to deal with that kind of nonsense. So I would say, you know what? Walk away from abusive clients. And it's been my experience that a lot of times when you stand up to an abusive client, they will come back, you know, on their hands and knees apologizing and turn into great clients. And if you do it the right way, you can really turn that situation around. The next question I have comes from Beth from Springfield, Ohio. And Beth asks, David, what are your favorite chapters in Rare Confidence? Beth, that's like asking me, who's your favorite kid? Well, I only have one kid, so that's an easy question. That's Alex. But if I had a bunch of kids, how could I answer that question? You know, the book has the 4 steps to a more confident you. They're foundational, and that's really the bedrock of the book. I have these 4 interviews with some of the most confident and unique people that you will ever meet, and I love that. I love the chapter on treating the janitor like the CEO and the CEO like the janitor, sort of, and I think you'll find that one interesting as well. There's another chapter on confidence blasts and killers, things you can do right now to immediately catapult your confidence level, and also things to be very, very careful of. There's another chapter on say these exact words to get the job and then excel at it. And I think you're going to find some really interesting stuff there, stuff that nobody else is talking about that's going to set you apart immediately in a job interview. Thanks for your question, Beth. And our final question today comes from Jody in Huntington Beach, California. And Jody asked me, David, what are your thoughts on politics and where do you stand? You know what, Jody? That's a slippery slope for me to talk about politics, and I would suggest to all of you to stay away from those conversations in the workplace. But I'm going to be honest with you here. I'm down the middle. I'm down the middle. There are some things from Democratic sides and from the Republican side that I agree with. But I do believe that the problem with our government today is that both the left and the right, in order to appease their base, has to go way out on the limb. So what you have is the most liberal and then the most conservative that are in charge of their parties. What America really needs is someone right down the middle. Maybe that someone's you. I don't know. Hey, listen, have a great weekend. Keep those questions coming. We'll talk again on Monday.
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better